Let's go to Mexico. My flight from London to Mexico City took about 11.5 hours. Once we landed in CDMX, we took an Uber to our Airbnb in the Roma neighborhood, and it was about a 30-minute ride. Ubers in Mexico City are super affordable, which is a huge plus. And here's a quick tour of our Airbnb. We love this place and would definitely recommend staying here, so I'll have that link in the description box. If you're planning a visit to Mexico City or are just curious about what the city is like, then this video is for you. I'll show you what we ate, saw, and did, plus a few tips that you should know before visiting. So with that, let's kick things off with day one. To another travel video. This time we're in Mexico. This is going to be part one of our Mexico travel series. We are starting off our journey in Mexico City, where we'll be here for the next 3 days, and then we'll be catching our flight from Mexico City to Cancun to pick up a rental car to drive down to Tulum, and then we'll be ending our journey in Playa del Carmen. This is my 4th time in Mexico now, but I have never made it to Mexico City, so I'm so excited to finally be here. I've heard so many great things about this place. We are here to eat. I'm so excited to take you all along. Mexico City is packed with super stylish cafes and coffee shops. Seriously, it's such a dream if you love cute cafes. My first stop was The Coffee. They've got a ton of fun and very creative drinks on the menu, and I love how colorful everything looked while I was ordering on this little iPad. They also have a few locations around the city as well. It was 9 a.m. and the street vendors were setting up for the day. The street was filled with so many delicious smells. My mouth was literally watering watching them serve up breakfast to locals, but we already had a breakfast spot in mind, so that is where we're going to be headed next. We just used our first public transportation in Mexico City, and our first impression is that it was super efficient, super easy to use, very, very affordable as well. To use the bus and the underground metro in Mexico City, you first will have to buy a card that's 21 pesos, then you have to load up the card with money. Each trip that you make, no matter how far or how short you go, it will cost 6 pesos. You'll first have to find a machine that has the compra or the purchase option. You'll see these machines at every station, but not every machine will have the purchase option, so make sure that you do look for the purchase one. Here you see that the card will cost 21 pesos, and then you choose how much money you would like to add to the card. So in this particular transaction, it will come with a card and 30 pesos loaded on it, which is good for about 5 trips. What's great about their metro system is that you can use one card between multiple people. And to fill up your card with more money, you just simply put your card in the slot like this and choose the amount that you want to add on, and that's it. Overall, public transportation in Mexico City was incredibly clean, and there was always a security guard at every single station, so if you ever get lost or confused about where you're going, you can just simply ask for help because everyone there was very friendly. I thought it was really cool how the bus stations are basically situated in the middle of the street like this on a raised platform, and the buses will pull up perfectly parallel to them. But just a heads up though, these buses do not wait around, so be prepared to hop on and hop off very quickly. Derek said he was taking me to a bakery shop. I did not realize it was going to be this busy, or that is this popular. Oh my gosh, look at this line. It's 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday. This pastry shop definitely lived up to the hype. It might not be a hidden local gem, but it's definitely worth checking out. Don't be intimidated by the long line because it moved really fast. We were only in line for maybe about 10 minutes, and they even handed out samples while we were waiting. There's a sit-down restaurant area and a grab-and-go section, and the variety of pastries is seriously impressive. We got the goods. We're gonna go sit at a park nearby now to enjoy our pastries.
haven't finished this.
Guava roll.
Guava roll. Okay, apparently this is what they're known for, or at least on Google reviews, people said to get this one. Is this all?
Yeah.
Do you have more? Okay, good. This is about to be a pretty big breakfast.
This part of the guava roll reminded me of a croissant. It was flaky and buttery, and then you get this creamy cheese part, and then the guava jam on top. Everything just blended so perfectly together. I highly recommend you trying out their guava roll if you do visit this pastry shop. After breakfast, we headed to the historical part of Mexico City and walked through a few of the city parks. I didn't expect Mexico City to have this many great parks right in the city center. They were so well kept and is such a great way to get some fresh air, and really nice to see that locals are actually utilizing and enjoying these spaces as well. When we entered the main plaza, they were actually setting up for Mother's Day concert later in the evening, and honestly it was quite chaotic and crowded. I can't really speak to what it's like during a normal day, but unfortunately the crowd kind of took away from the experience a little bit because we just felt a bit unsafe with how packed it was, and there were just police officers everywhere. So unfortunately we didn't get to stay in this area for very long, but we did go back the following day in the evening to catch a sunset, and it was much quieter and much more enjoyable.
Spicy. I think I put a little bit too much of the spicy sauce on there. This one is chicharrones, which is like the crispy pork. Very delicious. Okay, we just finished our meal. I would rate this meal maybe a 7 out of 10. Like, it was good, but not to the point where I would crave it. I want to come back for our second meal. Like last night, we could grab some tacos by our Airbnb, and that was phenomenal. Like, that for sure I would want to go back. But this one was like, the meat was a little bit dry, and we actually got all kinds of meat. We got like chicharrones. What else, man? Chicharrones, chicharron, el pastor. Honestly, all of the options that they have, so we tried everything. But yeah, I would say 7.5 out of 10.
Even though this taco place didn't exactly top my list, my last 2 meals in Mexico City had me dreaming and also drooling as I'm editing this video. So stay tuned until the end to see the 2 spots that you do not want to miss when you visit Mexico City. We're definitely saving the best for last here. Now it's time to explore Condesa and Roma, 2 popular neighborhoods right next to each other. They're known for their charm, walkability, and endless cool spots to eat, drink, shop, and just hang out. Our Airbnb was also situated in Roma, which was the perfect location. So I highly recommend staying around the Condesa and Roma neighborhood.
¡Ay, sabroso! Dale tumbao, Tony. ¡Ay, qué rico, rico!
This might be the best banana bread I've ever had. It's so moist and not too sweet, and there's chocolate in here too. There are so many dogs in Mexico City. It's crazy. Look at that. And then the one behind. But then We have this poor guy just by himself right over here. Are you okay? Need some friends? If you're a dog person, you're absolutely going to love Mexico City. I think I've seen more dogs than humans.
Juega con mi tumba y juega con el tumbao. Que si no, me voy para otro lado. El tumbao nunca te sientes solito. La fiesta ya empezó en
I think I've seen already like 100 dogs so far, not even kidding. And like all the dogs are super well behaved. I used to live in Austin where it's super dog friendly. And I did not think that there will be another city that is more dog friendly than Austin, but Mexico City is the one.
¿Cómo dice mi coro ahí? Ah, juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. La verdad, juega, 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 juega bonito, juega con el tumbao.
This one is fried fish and fried shrimp. It's better than fish and chips in London.
Juega, juega, juega bonito, juega con el tumbao. Sabroso.
Just had a bite of the fish ceviche. Incredible. It's so sour, which I love sour food, so. Oh my god. It's so fresh too. That meal was excellent. I feel like the seafood tastes really, really fresh, and it was exactly what it needed. I have been craving like ceviche and like something sour and seafood, so this definitely hit the spot. This place is like 9.5 out of 10 for me. It is 7:30 and the jet lag is really hitting me. I'm getting so sleepy. So I think we might just call it a night a bit early today. It is basically 4 a.m. London time right now. It's raining so hard. Oh my, and it's like really cold. I literally only bought summer clothes because when I checked the weather before coming to Mexico, obviously it's like very hot, very sunny, but it's not hot or sunny right now.
Mexico City is actually on the cooler side compared to Mexico's coastal or lowland cities because of its high elevation. So don't forget to pack a light jacket even in the spring or fall season.
My friend recommended this place called Nido, and I guess they're known for chilaquiles, or she really liked their chilaquiles. So we are here waiting in line right now. It's about a 30-minute wait, and they have a cafe section. So I just grab a cup of coffee while we're waiting. Should be another like 20 more minutes, and then I can eat my chilaquiles. Got a banana muffin. There's some oranges. Yum, 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 yum. I'm not a big reader, but the one thing that I requested that we come to in Mexico City is this biblioteca, because it looks so cool. And this place is huge. Okay, so I've watched a lot of videos on Mexico City and no one has mentioned this yet, but we kind of learned this the hard way yesterday. So Derek and I were standing in line to get on the metro bus, and we noticed that people were like looking at us. We couldn't tell if we just looked like foreigners or what, but then eventually somebody came up to us and they were like, oh sorry, like where you're standing right now is actually the women's only area. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? There is a dedicated section for women and kids under the age of 12, and you'll see that it's indicated by pink. The seats are pink, and then the entrance area is pink, and the reason for that is, it's kind of sad, but we looked this up. Unfortunately, in the past, there has been a lot of like sexual harassment that would happen on public transportation, especially when it's like really crowded during rush hours, you know, that you're like so close to the person next to you. So in order to combat this issue, they basically have just made a dedicated section for kids and women so they will feel a bit more safe. So yes, that is what we discovered today, and I wish we had known this before we came here. Gosh, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. There's a whole bunch of adoption booths in this park for cats and dogs. Oh my gosh. So we got the gringas, and that was probably the best one. The tacos were really good too, but honestly, nothing so far has beat what we had on the first night. And so we're gonna go back to that place because, yeah, so far nothing has beat it. But I mean, they all have been very, very good though. But that taco place the first night was probably the best one that we've had. And the vibes here are really, really cool. I feel like this place is more of a local place. Like I don't see anyone that looks like tourists besides us. So just came to the castle and it's closed.
Chapultepec Castle is a must-visit historical landmark. It's the only royal castle in North America, and inside you'll see lavish rooms, stunning murals, historical artifacts, and it's got beautiful gardens and terraces overlooking the entire city. Even though I was really disappointed that we didn't get to visit the castle, we did get a chance to stroll around the park where the castle is located in, and this is actually one of the biggest city parks in North America. It's even larger than Central Park in New York, and it was full of locals out enjoying the day with their families.
Okay, so we're back at the taco place that we came the first night, and honestly, this is probably our favorite. They actually use like sirloin meat, so the sirloin meat itself has a lot of fat in it, which makes it even tastier and juicier.
Rip on me.
Good morning. It is 7 a.m. I'm on my way to the pharmacy. Unfortunately, Derek is not feeling so great. He might have a minimal case of food poisoning. It's not to the point where he's like throwing up or anything yet, but he has been not feeling great since like 5 a.m. I've been going to the bathroom on my way to the pharmacy to pick up some medication and then some electrolytes, some water. Hopefully he'll start feeling better in a few hours because we do have to catch our flight to Tulum today. It's never fun to be sick when you're on a trip, honestly. Spotted a pharmacy.
One important tip, take it slow with the spicy food here, especially if your stomach isn't used to eating spicy food. Many taco places serve a variety of colorful spicy sauces that can be really tempting, as you saw in this video, so it's easy to get carried away and drench your tacos in all the hot sauces.
Update, Derek is starting to feel a bit better, right? Better than how you were feeling at 5 a.m. Okay, so we are slowly recovering, and don't mind the outfit. I am repeating outfits today. Actually, we're both repeating our outfits today because no reason, but yeah, we are repeating outfits. That truly was one of the best tacos I've ever had because it's so unique. So we got like the mixed kind. I think it had pork belly and it had steak, and then another one, I don't know what it is. And then the sides, they gave us this like pickled cabbage.
We spent our last few hours in Mexico City going for a walk and stumbled upon this area in Parque Mexico. It was a quiet zone with calming music playing in the background, and it felt like we had just been transported to a yoga retreat. We ended up sitting on a swing chair for over an hour, just listening to the birds and soaking up the fresh air. And this simple moment turned out to be one of our favorite memories and the most perfect way to wrap up our time in Mexico City.
Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope that you have enjoyed coming to Mexico City with me, and if you have, I would appreciate if you can give it a like. Please consider subscribing. I make travel videos, and you definitely don't want to miss out on my next destination because we're actually on our way to catch our flight to Tulum right now. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next adventure. Bye!